Hi dear Sapphires. Today we're going to have a wee look at the jolly season and how it can be anything but jolly for some of us. I wasn't sure whether to make this video today, but I decided to anyway, you know me. Before I go on, I'm curious, how does this time of year actually sit with you all? For me, I've just come out the other side of a pretty big few weeks and few months, if we include the book and this channel. Moving house, money stuff, health stuff, and I'm finally feeling a bit more settled now at last. And weirdly, that settling made something very clear to me. This time of year can be really hard for many of us. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit today. Christmas is supposed to be joyful. That's the story we're sold. But I wonder, do you enjoy this season, or do you quietly loathe it? Or maybe you feel a mix of both. For a lot of people, Christmas isn't sparkly or cozy or full of laughter. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's heavy. Sometimes it reminds you of what or who isn't there. It can bring up grief, loneliness, family complications, money stress, health worries, or just the feeling that you didn't end the year the way you'd hoped you would. And if that's you, I want to say this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you at all. Actually, I'd love to know, what does Christmas tend to bring up for you, if you're comfortable sharing? I want you to know that you're not failing at Christmas. You're not doing it wrong. You're not broken because you don't feel festive. This season has a way of amplifying whatever is already present. If you're tired, it gets louder. If you're grieving, it gets sharper. If you're alone, it can feel more obvious. That's not weakness. That's being human in December. How do you usually cope with this time of year? Do you have little rituals, boundaries, or ways of protecting your energy? I've also been thinking about the fact that this is Christmas. Literally, Christmas. And yet for many of us, the religious part has either been lost, complicated, or never belonged to us in the first place. But even if you're not Christian or not religious at all, the figure of Jesus is still an interesting one to sit with at this time of year. Not as doctrine, but as a symbol of humanity, humility, of compassion, of standing with the marginalized, of choosing kindness in a hard world. And I wonder, what if Christmas could be less about belief systems and more about reflection? About asking ourselves simple human questions. Where did I act with kindness this year? Where did I survive something difficult? Where could I have softened towards myself or others? Those things don't get tinsel or carols, but they matter. What helped you get through this year, even if it wasn't obvious or glamorous? If Christmas is a tough time for you, I want you to know that you're not alone And even if it feels that way right now, you are with people who love you, seen and unseen. You don't need to force joy. You don't need to perform happiness. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. It's okay to take this season slowly. It's okay to keep it small. It's okay if you do just get through, and that's it. Christmas passes, the calendar turns, light shifts again. And maybe that's the quiet invitation of this season, regardless of faith, to pause, to take stock, to acknowledge what has been lost and what has been endured. So here's something I'll leave you with, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. As we move toward the end of the year, what kind of humanity do you want to carry forward with you? More gentleness, more honesty, more compassion, especially toward yourself perhaps. If you're still standing, still breathing, still trying, that's enough for now. I'm sending a bit of steadiness your way. If you feel like it, you're very welcome to share in the comments, how is this season landing for you right now? And if this video found you on a hard day, I'm really glad you're here. I'm not sharing today's thoughts to be a negative Nelly or undermine the happiness the Christmas season brings to many of us. I'm genuinely concerned about how the pressure affects us all, and how we can share this experience with each other and better navigate the happiest time of year. Wishing you all strength and love at this intense time of year, and I pray you receive the blessings you deserve, not just at Christmas time, but for every day of the year. And speaking of which, it's off to the mall I go, not the salt mine, to blow money I can't afford to spend. Lol, fa la 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 la. Look forward to touching base again with you all very soon. Lots of love, and bye for now.